Hello everyone. I made a video a few days ago about the Louisiana killing of Mr. Alton Sterling, and since then there has been countless and numerous occasions that have happened. So I'm going to be talking about them. So as I'm only 17, but I feel like a lot of people my age are not speaking up about the things that are happening, and I feel like it's only correct that I directly talk about those things instead of just being on Twitter, social media, Instagram, and stuff. It's because I'm not being heard, you know. So I'm just going to talk about some of those things. For one, the Dallas shooting of the policeman. So I'm not sure if some people may have gotten mixed emotions about the things I have said or the things I've posted recently, but what the point I was trying to make is that we are angry and things do have to change in our society and our economy. This country is just spiraling downward even more, but I feel like people are not listening, and people feel like we're just angry for no reason, and I feel like that's not fair. So with this shooting about Dallas, never once have I said that shooting a police officer is correct. That is wrong. I feel like some people are so angry that they don't know how to use their anger in the correct way. I'm angry, friends are angry, family are angry, a lot of people that I know are angry, a lot of people on social media are angry, but shooting a police officer is not correct. I never promoted that. I never once said that what they did was correct. It's wrong. I have family that is a police officer, and I would be devastated if anything happened to them. You know what I mean? But what I'm going to say is that there are bad cops out there. We all know there's crooked, racist, disrespectful cops, people who really shouldn't be in the uniform, but there are also some really amazing cops out there that I, for one, respect, and that I know a lot of people respect, but at the end of the day, something needs to be done, and I feel like when I say that good cops are just as bad as the bad cops, what I mean by that is, if you're a good cop and you know you're a good cop, because I know plenty of them, you need to speak up and say something about the things that are going on with the bad cops. They're killing people. They're not following protocol. They're not doing the things that they were sworn in to do. And I feel like if you're sitting there not doing anything about it, you're just as bad. You're just as guilty. If I were to know a friend who just killed somebody and I drove them home that night and I didn't report him to the police, I am now an accessory to murder. So what do you guys think you are? If you sit back and you watch things happen, you're just as bad. You are an accessory to murder. The other police officers who sit there and watch their own coworker kill somebody, and they knew that that wasn't proper protocol, and they knew that it's wrong, why aren't you speaking up? And that's what I'm not understanding. So what I mean is that a lot of these riots could be done now. They should. Think about if the great cops that we have in this country who are in that uniform for a really good reason were to be in front of those protests and marches. When if we had somebody really out there, cops, when nobody would think of something like that. A bunch of great, amazing cops who are really there for their communities out there walking the streets in front of those marches. I, for one, would be behind them, because then they're showing that, yes, we're police officers, but we are not like them, and that those people that are doing those are wrong. They may be cops, but they're still wrong. And I feel like sometimes the huge race issue is, it's not about black and white as much it's about black and white, but it was supposed to be about what's right and wrong. And I feel like when we get into a huge argument about these things that end up being right and wrong, white and black play a very big part of it, and that is what the race issue is. But fighting fire with fire is not going to put out the fire. People need to find them some fire extinguishers and start spraying, because at this point it's escalated to a whole point. Innocent cops have died, and I feel like it's disappointing to see that amazing people are dying because other amazing people died, and that's not fair. You have to learn to put your anger into a certain way that's respectable, but also can be seen as so that something can be done. Because just sitting there and watching this happen and then going to think, oh, well, I'm going to go kill a cop now. Who thinks of stuff like this? Nobody does this. Nobody thinks, well, hey, cops that are bad are killing us, so I'm going to go kill cops that probably are good. What? Alright. Next. MLK said it like directly forward. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And yet we decided that because people are killing us, we were going to go kill people. I mean, cops get away with killing us, but we can't get away with killing cops. Come on now. Like, I don't even know why anybody thought that that would be a good idea. And I'm really sad for those families who have to mourn the loss of their own because of a thoughtless act of anger. And I really do apologize for that, because I don't know what I would do if something like that happened to my own family, because I do have godparents who are cops, and I don't know what I would do if I ever lost them. And I also feel like it is the great cops that we have in our communities to also make a stand, because we can't do it by ourselves. If you are so well into your community and you want the best for your community, it starts with you. You're here to protect and serve. I feel like it's only right that you start doing the protecting part. So that's what I have on that one.